I want to start by saying, let's go, Knicks. Let's go, Knicks. Knicks and six from the start. Master Bruce CB, I appreciate you following, appreciate you listening. Master Bruce CB, from the start, this is how we're gonna start it. If you go back and look at my game 5 video, I had a different Knicks hat on. And I was scared that I lost this beanie because I won it during every win. Now, granted, so look, so game 1 and 2, I wore the Knicks beanie, this Knicks beanie, and some Knicks shorts. We won game 1 and 2. Game 3, I didn't wear either. We lost. Game 4, I wore just a beanie. We won. Game 5, I wore a different beanie, no shorts. We lost. Game 6, I found the beanie. I wore it. I was saving the beanie and short combination for game 7. So just in case. But we didn't need it because Jalen Brunson finally made the play. The play. That's the play. Not throwing it out of bounds because you got to take a dumb shot and a 6'9" good defender is contesting you. Not against Miami in game 6 with the season on the line, driving and doing to the turnover. It's making the quick turn, the quick push. Get off it. Josh Hart with the big clutch three. It was beautiful. It was beautiful to see. The New York Knicks, we had to stand tall after a Tyrese Maxey. Now again, that game 5 finish, we're gonna remember for a long time. However, now it's not as impactful. It's gonna get swept under the rug a little more than it would have had they came back and win that series. So the fact that New York Knicks were able to hold on is beautiful. DiVincenzo from the jump. I told you there was no way this guy was gonna shoot that bad again. Just overall, there was no way he was gonna play that bad again. Um, there's no way we were gonna get out rebounded again. Joel Embiid is a great player. I want to start. Joel Embiid is a great player, but to watch this guy flop is disgusting. It makes my stomach churn. Like it's disgusting. Watching this guy, watching this guy bait for fouls and have to when you play solid defense on Joel Embiid and just stand him up, don't go for any of the fakes and things like that. It's a different player. He's a different player. I know a lot of people were saying it's similar, reminiscent of James Harden, the way he used to play when he was in his prime, when he was one MVP, things like that. Listen, I'm not against guys getting to the foul line because they're creative, because they're crafty. I'm not against that. What I'm saying is play straight up. There's times he's not even looking to score. He's going into the possession looking to be fouled. And listen, there's some people that'll say that Jalen Brunson that last and one late on Kelly Oubre, I believe. That was the same play they outlawed and turned into an offensive foul. Ref didn't call it. Scott Foster, shout out to Scott Foster. There was a couple. I feel like it was an evenly called game. The series was tough because during the series, there's a lot of times where I feel like, well, I don't know. I feel like it was fairly called because I feel like the Knicks put themselves in bad positions. So a lot of times when the 76ers were going their long runs on any point of the game, a lot of times it was to Knicks playing turn over the ball, creating advantageous possessions for them, or just not rotating properly, doubling for no reason, things like that. Whenever we play straight up, just get good shots, even make or miss, we can get up to a big lead. Shout out to Buddy Hield. Shout out to Buddy Hield. No, I would have never imagined he would score 17 in a quarter, but that's playoff basketball. It's not going to be easy. You got to fight. You got to take the wave. When I look at a game with a situation like this, it always makes me go back to, of course, you always win a big lead. You always want to start well. But whenever you have a huge lead, I always hate to have a huge lead early. The reason why I say that because when the game with the score so low, going up 22, we were up 33-11, I believe. You're even though you're up 22, with them still being at home, still have the crowd on their back, still having. I feel like you can argue Joel Embiid still the best player in the series, compromised. If he's healthy, it's not a question. But again, it's just I think what it is more than anything is his defense. There's a lot of defensive and rebounding. That's when Joel Embiid's injury probably comes up the most. There's a lot of possessions you got to say. It's hard to believe that a healthy Joel Embiid can't get rebounds. Hardenstein, I love him. I respect him. There's a lot of those possessions on defense for Joel Embiid, that is. A lot of those offensive rebounds, you're like, man, it's a healthy Joel Embiid. You think he can get it, but hey, they didn't. So we're gonna start with the team stats first. So 43 and 93 for 46%. They were 38 to 87 for 43%. We shot six more shots. I like that. I do like that. Three pointers, 14 to 31. They were 17 to 40. We shot 45%. They shot 42. They made three more, but they shot nine more. So I feel like we shot the ball pretty well. Not terrible. I mean, 46%. Obviously, you shot pretty well. But the 14 to 31, the start early. Again, the one thing about usually when I talk about not having uh having a lead early isn't always the best. It's usually a 13 point lead is what I'm talking about. The fact that we jumped out to the 22-point lead, yes, they did close it out at halftime with a 1 point lead. However, they still exuded a lot of energy to get back. So, and again, the guys weren't going to keep making shots. They weren't gonna stay that hot from three. So I wish I knew what they shot from the first half because again, 17 for 40. I feel like they got cold. Rebound of free throws, 18 to 24 for 75%. We missed six free throws. That's crazy. That's ridiculous. And we missed one late that would have put us up. Who Jalen Brunson. Jalen Brunson, he came up clutch, but it's just little moments that's tough. But hey, I'm not gonna nitpick on a night like this. Nights like this. I'm not gonna nitpick. They were 22 or 23, 95%. That's tough. That's tough. Offensive rebounds, we had 20 to their 17. Defensive, 28 to their 30. Again, we out rebounded by two. Assists, 28 to 20. Still 6 to 6. Blocks, we had 8 to their 5. Total turnovers, 9 to 12. It's pretty clean. We won in fast break 13 to 10. Points in the paint 42 to 34. So we were getting a lot of paint touches. Foul 17 to 22. We had the largest lead of 22. They came back to lead by 10. That's why I like this resiliency of the Knicks. I really do because a lot of teams on the road giving up that lead at halftime, getting down again plus 10 in the second half after giving up that lead. A lot of teams would have caved. They wouldn't have brought it. But this not this Knicks team. Not this Knicks team. Let's look at the box score. OG, 45 minutes. There was a time he had a big dunk. So to close the half, he missed a dunk, and I said he didn't have any legs. And I was scared. I was scared that the minutes were catching up to him. But then he came in with a jackhammer, brought the brought a big dunk momentum. 18 to 7, 8 to 17, two for 5 for 3, 1 and 3 from the free throw line. Again, missed two free throws. I want to say they were in the second half. 9 rebounds, 1 offensive, 2 steals, 2 blocks, plus 8, 19 points. Big thing about OG Anunoby we have not lost back-to-back games with him in the lineup, if I'm not mistaken. So it was big come out with a plus 8 in the game where we win by 3. In the game we win by 3, I'm sorry, I couldn't find the score. In the game we win by 3, he's a plus 8. Big time. Hartenstein, 7 and 13. I like it. No threes, no free throws. Only 9 rebounds, 5 offensive. That's big time. Those 5 extra possessions are big time. 2 assists, 2 blocks, 3 turnovers, 5 fouls, 14 points. Played a good game. Played a clean game. The man in an hour. Jalen Brunson, 13 and 27 for his 41. That's what I like to see. Even if you're going to be ball dominant, be efficient. Still gave you 12 assists, 3 to 8 from 3, 12 of 16 from the free throw line. He missed a big free throw late. Kept the door open. Kept the door open. But we kicked 2. 3 rebounds, all defensive. 2 turnovers, plus 9. In a game we won by 3, plus 9. Josh Hart, 46 minutes. Again, people talk about Tom Thibodeau running his guys into the ground. Where these are the guys that played big minutes and were able to sustain it. They played big minutes, and he comes with a 3 late that shows he still had legs. So hey, you got to be battle tested. Can't be out here just expecting to play 46 minutes in the playoffs. It's all sweet. You gotta build to that. You gotta get something. Yeah, come on. Josh Hart 5 of 11, 3 of 5 from three, 3 from 3 from the free throw. I like that. 14 rebounds, 6 offensive rebounds. That's crazy. 7 assists, 2 turnovers, plus 7, 16 points. Come on. DiVincenzo. Dante. 8 of 18, 5 of 9 from three, big 5, huge threes, 2 huge free throws late. He was talking late with Buddy Hield. I like that he stayed resilient, made the free throws, 4 rebounds, 2 offensive. That's big. 7 assists. That's big. 2 steals, 3 blocks. Hey, Dante DiVincenzo. Hey, game ball go Dante DiVincenzo. I almost want to. 41-12, so it's hard to say it's not Brunson. But 23-7, 2 steals, 3 blocks, a +3 in a game we won by 3. In a game we only got 5 points from the bench. That's big time. Mitchell Robinson 1 of 3 from the field, 6 offensive rebounds, 9 9 total, 2 steals, a block, +7 in the game. We won by 3. McBride had a tough night. He had a young man's night. 1 of 4 from 3, but he had a big 3. The 3 he did hit wasn't the fourth, and it was big. So I respect him for staying resilient. It was a -17, but again, that 3 he hit was big. Man, we had some big minutes. Dante DiVincenzo, salute. I'm gonna save a play for last. Joel Embiid, 40 minutes, 12 of 25, 39 points, 13 rebounds, 5 offensive, 2 for 5 from 3, 13 for 30. Josh shot 13 free throws. He deserved most of them. 2 assists, a steal, a block, 5 turnovers. Was a -2. It's a -2. Kyle Lowry, 13 minutes, 0 for 2 from the field, both threes, 2 rebounds, both defensive, 3 assists, a block, a turnover, -9. Kyle Lowry hurt them in series. It was tough to see a veteran in the league, that champion in the league, guy that's had a lot of big moments. That was a tough game, 0 points. Maxey, 43 minutes, 6 to 18 from the field, 1 and 6 from 3, 4 for 4 from the free throw line, 4 rebounds, 1 offensive, 5 rebounds, 5 assists, 2 steals, a turnover, 17 points. Only had 2 points at half. So a 15-point second half, but he definitely needed more. He scored the same as Oubre. 7 of 14, 3 of 7 from 3. Hit some big threes late. 5 rebounds, assists, a steal, a block, 2 turnovers, 5 fouls. Was a +8, 17 points. Kelly Oubre played pretty well. These last 2 games, Kelly Oubre played pretty well. Batum, 28 points, 5 of 7 from the field, 3 for 5 from 3, 3 from 4 from the free throw line, 3 offensive rebounds, 7 total, 2 assists, a block, a turnover, 3 fouls, -6, 16 points. He did hit a couple of big shots, though. He was a -6, but he hit a couple of big shots. Paul Reed hurt him. 8 minutes, 0 for 1, 2 offensive rebounds, 4 total, a steal, a block, was a -1, no points. Campaign, 2 of 8, 2 for 6 for threes, hit some big moment, hit a big momentum 3 that I thought I knew we were gonna weather the storm. I knew there was no way he was gonna continue to hit shots. No disrespect. 3 assists, a steal, no turnovers, -3 in the game they lost by 3, 6 points. Buddy Hield, the man of the night, 21 points, 6 of 10 from the field, 6 and 9 for 3. 2 for 2 for the free throw line, 2 offensive rebounds, 4 total, an assist, 1 turnover, was a +12 and 20 points. That was tough. Buddy here definitely scared me, especially when he came in late. That might be Nick Nurse. Something to think about. He stayed on the bench a little longer than I would have expected in the second half. I don't really think he played much in the third at all. He didn't play much in the second half. I have to go back to see the exact amount of minutes. 21 total. He played it pretty much the whole second quarter. So yeah, that was a head scratcher. Tobias Harris did not score in 29 minutes. 0 for 2 from the field. 4 rebounds, all defensive, 3 assists, -10 in the game. They lost by 3. Shout out to my man Sky. Before the series, during the play-in Miami Heat 76, he asked me who would I rather play, the 76er or the Heat. I said I would rather play the 76ers because of Tobias. No disrespect, but Tobias Harris as your third best player. Yeah. So no points. That's tough. That's tough. That's tough. Let's go. Knicks in 6. It feels good. 2 years in a row, getting out the first round. No Randall or Hurts. Because I know we probably would have swept them, but we can't live in what if it was a fifth, we all be drunk. Even though the Knicks drinking tonight, Master Bruce CB, Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, just Master Bruce Instagram. Don't hold me like you don't know me. Send it to a buddy. New York Knicks basketball, we here.